Hello, Dubey sir. Sir, can you hear me, sir?
Yes, Harish, I can hear you. Yeah,
Thank you,
good
sir.
morning. Good
Shall we
morning.
shall we start now, sir?
Yeah, yeah. Just give me a few seconds. Give me a few seconds.
Okay,
Okay.
sir, no problem.
Yeah, Harish, I think we can go. Yeah.
Okay, okay, sir. Okay. A very good afternoon to
Good
Professor
afternoon,
Nishit
sir.
Dubey, sir, and to all the participants. I welcome you back for the second session of today's program. This is session number 10, and it will be on stress management and group dynamics. It will be delivered by Professor Nishit Dubey. He is a professor in the Department of Entrepreneurship, National Institute of Technical Teachers Training and Research Institute, Nepal. Before we proceed further, I would like to present you a short introduction about Professor Dubey, sir. Dr. Nishit Dubey is professor in entrepreneurship at National Institute of Technical Teachers Training Institute and Research, Bhopal. He is PhD in management, ME in industrial engineering and management, and MEA in marketing management. He has 29 years of academic and corporate exposure. He also has FPT to his credit from world famous EDII. His area of interest includes entrepreneurship, operations management, strategic management, service marketing, and education technology. He has at his credit 4 books and 30 papers at national and international. He has attended and chaired members of international and national conferences. He has coordinated and conducted many national seminars, conferences, faculty development programs, executive development programs, workshops, entrepreneurship development programs, and management development programs. He was president and national council member, Indian Society for Training and Development, and chairman of Indian Society for Technical Education, Indore chapter. It is a great fortune for all of us to have Professor Dubey sir on this platform. On behalf of my institution, Government Polytechnic Ratnali, on behalf of my colleagues and on behalf of all the participants, sir, I welcome you to this session. It is over to you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Harish, sir. And I congratulate you for this wonderful FDP you have conducted on leadership and excellence. Also, I congratulate all the participants who have been selected from a long list and you are here for this good cause. Friends, you have been hearing for last 3 days on leadership. There have been many sessions. I hope everything is going fine and you are not much stressed. I am just asking you because the session today is on stress management and group dynamics. So, dear friends, I am just starting my presentation, and by that time, I would like to know if any of you have ever felt stress in your life. So, please tell me in your chat box if you have ever felt some kind of stress in your life. I want yes or no's, or yeah, lot many people. Saraswati ji, right? Rakhi is there, Radhika, Sudha ji is there, Rege, Dr. Muhammad. Oh, lot many people are stressful. Okay, Dipanjan. Okay, okay, uh, okay. So friends. So that means the topic is pertinent. Okay, okay. There could be many kinds of stresses, but we know stresses may be bad at times. I will talk more on that when I go to my slides. Okay. Now, I just want to know, are you able to see my slide? Can any of you tell me what you see on
Sir,
screen? Yeah, okay. So you
Yes.
see the first slide, that is stress management and group dynamics. Fine, fine. Okay. I'm Dr. Nishit Dubey. Harish has already told you I am professor with NITR Bhopal, Ministry of Education. Okay. So dear friends, this is my book on organization behavior, text and cases, from in which there is a full-fledged chapter on stress management, and I have taken certain learnings from that particular book. Also, I have integrated my experiences and few resources available on the web, and I have integrated which I will be presenting shortly. Also, as Harish told you, there is another book, Production and Operations Management. This is the second book authored by my friends with me. And though in this particular topic, we will not deal much on production operations management, but I want to tell you stresses affect productivity a lot. Can you tell me stresses affect productivity positively or negatively? Please write in your chat. I am repeating. Does stress affect productivity positively or negatively? Yes, Reggae Ji has says is saying both. Okay, okay. Usha, Dr. Usha negatively. Pacha, Harish sir is saying positively. Okay, both. Yes, nice. Okay. So many a times we may feel that stresses affect productivity negatively. Okay, okay. I'm getting our answers. Okay. Many are telling negative. Okay. Yes, Virana sir is saying depending on situations. Virana ji is telling depending on situations. Right. Okay, we'll discuss. Good. Okay. Okay. Now, friends, before I conduct my lecture, I would wish that each one of you had a glass of water in front of you and three or four blank pages, maybe of any size, and a pen with you. So I just want to know. I just want to know. Will you take some time to fetch a glass of water? It should be in front of your table and at least three or four blank pages and a pen with you. Uh, do you have them? Okay, great. Okay. Dr. Mohammed is saying we are ready. Okay, so was this instruction given to you in advance? Fine.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
It is done.
Okay. Great. Then I should admire the arrangements of Harish sir. Okay. Now we go ahead. Now, friends, see the definition of stress. Stress is a condition of feelings experienced when a person perceives that demand exceeds the personal and social resources the individual is able to mobilize. That means when we are talking of stress, definitely there are two things. One is the demand, okay, which is coming in front of you. The situation imposes a certain demand from you, and you have certain resources, maybe your personal resources, individual resources, or maybe the resources which you can get from your friends and colleagues. So whenever the demand is more than the resource, whenever I'm repeating, whenever the demand is more than the resource, then you will find stress. But if it is otherwise, that the demand is low and your resources are more, you will not be stressful. So in any situation, there are certain demands which are imposed on us and certain resources. So it is a balance. Okay. Now, people feel little stress when they have other time, experience, and resources to manage the situation. This means the resources are more. And they feel greater stress when they think that they cannot handle the demands put on them. That means resources are short. They cannot compensate the demand which has been imposed. So I think it can be very easily explained with this particular slide. You can see work stress and its management, because there are many kind of stresses. We'll see all, but we'll also focus on the work stresses. So here are the demands, and demands means the loss of something desired, and resources, things, things with an individual control that can be used to cope the demand. And you see the balance: demands are more, resources are less stressful, but otherwise resources are more and demands are less, so a person is not stressful. Now here is a little model. Before we go into great detail, just have a look on it, and maybe we'll reflect once again as we go ahead. So here are the sources of stress at work. There are many. Okay. So intrinsic to the job, poor physical working conditions. Maybe your sitting is not good. Maybe your chair is not good, or table height is not good. Lighting may be a problem. Okay, even ventilation. So there could be many things. Also, many of us may have lot of workload. Some people tell me, sir, 4 hours teaching a day, 5 hours teaching a day, and 20 hours a week. That is a problem. So that is work overload. Also, time pressures. I know we are teachers. We work more. We can take many sessions. But these time pressures, the HOD calls us, the director calls us, the principal calls us, and gave this report within 2 hours by 5 p.m. today. So such kind of time pressures, along with your regular load, are stresses. And then physical dangers. There could be many kind of physical dangers. One physical danger right now is COVID-19, and everybody is a lot of worried on that. Now, the second kind of stresses can be created because of a role in your organization. I think the last expert, okay, she also discussed something about these roles. So many a times there is role ambiguity, okay, and the person is not very clear. What am I expected of? Am I expected off to go and deliver 4 lectures a day, or I have to prepare this lot many data, inquiries, or maybe certain reports? What is the priority? What should be done first? So those kind of ambiguity. Then also there could be role conflict. On the one side, principal may talk of results, good results, and when it comes to the appraisal, he will say, you have not written a book, you have not written a research paper, okay, and it is not printed in a good journal. So what should I do first? So it's a conflict. Am I a teacher or am I a researcher first? So there's a conflict of the roles. Also, responsibility for people. So many a times, lot many responsibilities, maybe cultural, maybe sports, maybe NCC, many kind of hostel warden, all these the cultural events. So many kind of responsibilities are given to you, and conflicts on reorganization boundaries, conflicts in reorganization boundaries. Many a times you will find that whatever should be in your purview is intruded by others. Okay, you tell them this is my domain. I have to do it. Okay, but then others are either they are asking questions or maybe they are creating problems. So conflict, that could be another thing. And career development. Okay, so that is also a problem. I will not talk much on that, but many of my colleagues, they have been waiting for career promotions, career advancements, and they are not getting in time. So that is also a lot of problem. Then a relationship at work. Dear friends, remember, this is very, very important. Relationship at work. If you have got poor relations with your colleagues, with your peers, with your bosses, and many a times a student too, that may be a lot of stress. I know You have the responsibility of disciplining them. Okay, you have the responsibility of correcting them, having checkups. But remember, all these things should be used so that your relations do not spoil. That is very, very important. Okay. And then we have organization structures. So there may be many, generally, our organization structures in engineering education and political education, they are sturdy. But many a times, one person is placed under two bosses. Okay, he does not know whom to report when, and at the same time, both are giving work, both are allocating work, asking for the reports, and different kind of outputs from you, which you are not able to do at the same time. So these structures are a lot many problem, along with the office politics and lack of effective consultation, that is very, very important, because many a times when you require certain kind of counseling, or maybe a mentoring, or maybe a certain guidance, right kind of persons are not available. Maybe you don't have trust on them, and these are the sources of stress at work. I know not only one, but many of them at a time are acting upon you. Now, dear friends, what happens? There are certain individual characteristics. They are very, very important. Remember, in a work situation, these kind of work stresses may be same, but individuals are different. Okay, so an individual has a level of anxiety. Some people, they become anxious instantly. Okay, you can ignite them with a very small thing, so your anxiety level should be proper. One very important thing which I will advise to all of you is the tolerance of ambiguity. Why? Because as teachers, our role is to focus more on students. Now you can see in a class of 60, all students are not alike. Some, they are intelligent, very much disciplined and obedient. And on the other extreme side, you will find stubborn students also. Now, my dear friends, this will happen in all the classes and all the times to come. So, please do not expect same kind of discipline, same kind of obedience, and same kind of tolerance from all these students. So we should understand there will be ambiguities. There would be certain problematic students. They cannot be at par. And we should be able to tolerate this ambiguity. So you should have the power of tolerance. I have taken a very small example of a student. But same is there with your colleagues and peers. Okay? Everybody cannot respond in the same manner. Everybody cannot have the same trust level with you. Everybody cannot be so responsive and fast. So many a time, some of them may commit certain problems, certain mistakes. So all a person who does not have ambiguity tolerance, very instantly he starts scolding the other person. So remember, you should have ambiguity tolerance. And type A behavior, there are the two kind of behaviors, type A and type B. Type A are aggressive. Okay, they get um, They work very fast, they eat very fast, they speak very fast, and they get angry very fast also. And on the other side, B is a very calm and composed person. In the same situation, he does not get angry, but he would think, what are the alternatives? What should I do? He would plan, okay? Then communicate, he would plan also the communication. What kind of communication would be fruitful for me and will not make others angry? And therefore, you will find that by and large, type A persons who are quick, who are fast, but they are not so productive. And on the other side, P type, which are calm, composed, they may work slowly, they may start a little late, but they are more productive. So you should try to be type P, change our personality to type P. And also, there are certain associated problems other than the individual, which could be of family problems. Okay, that means somebody is sick. Okay, and maybe certain crisis, financial. So apart from individual, there are certain other extra organization sources of stress also. My dear friends, this topic is very important because maybe some of you are now in the managerial capacity. Either you are head of the department or maybe principal in some place, or very soon you will become a head or a principal. At that particular time, you'll have to deal with many of your colleagues or subordinates, and you will have to analyze what is the type and personality of the individual, along with what are his family and financial crisis also. That all is a part, and you have to know about it. So, dear friends, now comes the most important thing, why Hari sir has put this particular topic in this FDP. If we are not able to manage our stresses, then there are certain symptoms of occupational ill, ill health which start from blood pressure, which he called BP. Maybe high, maybe low. Okay, so systolic or diastolic. Then high cholesterol levels, high heart rate, and many people then may go to smoking. Also, these persons will have a depressed mood. In the morning, when they come to office, instead of the energy, they will be with a very heavy heart and gloomy faces. Okay. And also, there is a job dissatisfaction. The job does not give a pleasure. You may go in a class, you may teach very well. Students are also appreciating, but if you have the overload, you will not feel the pleasure of it. And many people, they start drinking also. The symptoms are of headache, fatigue, and clubbed together. People want to move away from this. Move away from this means that absenteeism would be there, and you will find whenever there's a large good meeting or a discussion, so a person will put a half day CL and then he would leave. That means he's stressed a lot, he's avoiding, and then the reduced aspiration. Oh, nothing is left. I have achieved what I could. There is no point of doing more. Okay? Oh, so these things are there. And then finally, my dear friends, if you are able to manage all these things, then either you have physical corona heart disease, sorry, coronary, coronary heart disease, that means heart disease, or mental ill health. So my intention of showing this particular slide was that stress management is very, very important if you want to be healthy, if you want to be effective, and if you want to succeed in life. So, dear friends, can I have? I've spoken a lot. I just want few responses in your chat. That was this model clear to you? If it is clear, you may write it is clear. May respond in that way. So I can move on the next slide. Okay, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay. Now, be ready for certain action, dear friends. Do you have a glass of water with you? Okay. Do you have a glass of water? I want you to hold this glass. Just a minute. Just a minute. So, friends, I want all of you to hold this glass of water like this. Okay? Stretch your hand, stretch your hand and keep the glass. Can you see me on the video with the glass? Are you able to see me on the video with my glass? Okay. So I want to see you. I want to see all of you. Okay, with this glass. Okay, hold it like this. The glass is filled with water, and the question is already in front of you. How heavy is the glass of water? Okay. Can you see the glass? Okay, can you see the glass? Okay, this is the glass. I'm holding it. Okay. Now just hold it. Okay, all of you. I want you to hold it. Okay, yes. I want you to hold this glass. Stretch your hand. Okay, and from the other hand, you please yes, Radhika madam has already responded. Negligibly heavy, that means light. She is saying light. Okay, Meenakshi madam. Okay. Meena Sundari madam is saying not at all heavy. Please don't leave the glass. Keep holding. Saraswati madam is saying light. I agree. It is light. Yes. Please keep on holding. I want more answers. There are around 150 people. I want at least 149 answers. Okay. Suresh Rao Sahab saying it's heavy. It's too heavy. It's becoming heavy. Okay. It's becoming heavy. Okay. Dipanjan, lightweight, sir. Okay, fine. Okay. Dr. Shyam Sundar saying it's becoming heavy. Dear friends, please do not let your hand down. Keep it stretched and hold it like this. Yes, Rupa madam is saying become. I am not adding water, Rupa madam. I am not adding water in your glass. How it came? Okay. Chatishan sir is also saying it's becoming heavy. Now, dear friends, okay. Yes, hand is paining. Radhika madam, your hand is paining. I am Radhika madam. I am not putting water in the glass. It is as light as it was. How can it be heavy? I can't believe. Radhika madam, please put it down. Please. Radhika madam. Radhika madam can put it down. She is saying she can't hold it. Okay. Fine. Now. So, dear friends, okay, now those who are not able to hold it, they may keep the glass down. Okay, and whenever you feel it is heavy for you, please keep the glass down. Now, interesting phenomena. Okay, interesting phenomena. When you started with this glass, this was not heavy. You said light. You can hold it. It is not a problem. But gradually it became heavy. Okay. Rakhi madam is saying, still saying, Rakhi saying it was light. Okay, anyway, but for those okay, who was finding it heavy, how this phenomena developed from light to heavy. Okay, initially, yes, Harish sir is saying that Harish Kumar is saying getting pain. Sir, I hope you have put the glass on the table. Okay, yes, okay, okay. So my dear friends, all of you, now please keep the glass on the table. Okay, I am sorry it was a little heavy for you. I put you into trouble, but it was very, very important. Dear friends, this glass of water is a small stress. Is a small stress. It's an analogy. It's an analogy which I am giving to you. The stress is very light as it was initially, but as soon as you hold it for more time, as you hold the stress more, as you hold the stress more, it becomes more heavier, heavier and heavier, and it creates problem for you. So let me tell you, initially the stress was less. So generally, all of us have this problem. There is a very small stress. When I came to the college, institute, I was entering the building. That fellow, he saw me, but he did not wish me good morning. Good morning, sir, or good morning, madam. A very little stress? Yes, it is a stress. But if you have the capacity to, to just wave off this stress, okay, maybe he's thinking something else. No, he does it every morning. Maybe he is not done today, so it's okay. So the stress is gone. But if you hold this stress until the first period, until the second period, until the break, and when you find the same student there, oh, he's the fellow. She did not wish me. He's having some ill intention against me. What could it be? And maybe the break is over, but you are still holding. In the lunch time, maybe you see him once again. Oh, this rascal. Now the person has become a rascal. Okay, he has no manners. He doesn't have etiquettes. He does not know how to respect his teachers. Again, you are creating more stress. And maybe in the afternoon, when you go to in his or her class and you see him sitting over there and is smiling, then you'll think, okay, this is the person who did not wish me. And now he is smiling, he is rebuking at me. Definitely has got ill intentions. So, dear friends, now you see this glass is getting heavier, heavier, heavier. All these problems are coming on you, not on the student, not on that person. And that is why, my dear friends, you find you create problems, more stress for yourself. Before we go further, okay, I just want to ask you, whatever I shared with you, does it happens like that? Okay, does it happens? Yes, Suresh sir is saying it happens like that. Okay, sir, just view this, please. Sorry. Okay, friends. So the message was, don't forget to put down your glass of water instantly. And for sure, when you go in the evening or in the night, your slate should be totally clean. Okay, thank you for that. Now, your stresses can be divided into two types. Anybody can reduce the stress up to 85% or more in the long term. And 15 to 20% of them can be reduced immediately. So let us focus on both of them. Okay. Stress can generate the impetus and help to convert them into actions. My dear friend, procrastination of work should not be there. Generally, we have the tendency of doing the things at the last moment, last date. We rise very late, okay? Maybe there are 2 weeks, I'll do it maybe after 1 week. And when the 1 week has already elapsed, okay, there are still 5 more days, I'll do it after 2 days. And this is procrastination of the work. So procrastination is a very important factor which creates stresses on us. So if you do not procrastinate, at least this 15 to 20% of the stresses which are there, you can control them. Don't develop a crisis situation. Okay, okay. Now, yes, sir. Dr. Muhammad is talking about meditation also, and Mahalakshmi is also she's agreeing about the elaboration we had. Fine. So, sir, Muhammad, sir, we'll discuss on that shortly. So now coming to the other part, which few of my members said that stress is both positive or negative. Stress affects productivity both ways. So let's see the other part, beneficial part. Okay. Stress is exciting to people. Okay. So many a times in excitement, they will be in a doing mode. So the horror movies, when they see, then they climb the mountains and adventure and so on. Okay. And many a times stresses is a happy medium, but when you're talking of this stress, let me tell you, stress in a limited manner, which is good for us. We'll see a graph later. I'll come to it. Stress provides dynamism to our life. You are concerned. Stress gives a little concern. So when you are concerned, then you start action. You are into movement and you are doing mode. Okay. It gives you stimulation, okay, and thrill. So that is there. And it is a good sign. Okay. Stress is a fact of life. It is inevitable. Now, this is very important. If you feel, I will plan everything in order so that no stress will be there, that is impossible. Okay, that is impossible. So they are inevitable. You should know how to manage them. And having stress is perfectly normal and healthy in a life. And stress is a part of daily, day-to-day existence. Every day it will come, maybe small, maybe large. Okay. Now, see this graph, okay, which I was talking about. So on the x-axis, you find the stress. The stress level is increasing from zero to low to high. And on the y-axis is the performance. And you see, as the stress is increasing, the performance increases and it increases to a optimal level, the bell shape, the top of the bell shape. That is the peak of the performance. But if the stresses go further, then you find there's a steep fall in the performance. I, I'll give you a small example, which all of you know, but I just want to reiterate that. Take example of our students. As soon as the examination time comes, okay, so they feel a little bit stressful. And then they start getting the books. Then they will get starting the notes. Then they will get all those question and answers. And then maybe some will have the group study. So now this stage of stress, fear of examinations, that has increased their productivity. Up till now, they were not so much attentive and they for examinations. But now they are alert and they are putting up their efforts. Similarly, it happens for us also. But we talk of those very few situations who fear more than working. So now they have a lot more fear, and then now they are in a state of agony. They do not know which books to get from where, which students or friends to consult, and now they are much more stressful. And in these conditions, they are not now in a situation to study also. And you will find their performance is now falling drastically. So, stresses are good up to that level of the peak of the performance in the bell shape. Okay. Over that, stresses are harmful. Okay, now shame has been shown over here. You see a small window which is known as optimal performance window. Okay, so that is the shape of the bell, top of the bell. You can see it. The graph is not there, but you can imagine this graph, and that optimal performance window should be our range of working. We should not work below, okay, on the left hand side and also on the right hand side. Why? Because we want to be more productive. We want to give whatever we can contribute to the productivity, and therefore we have to work on this optimal performance window. Okay, friends, have now, as we were talking, having too much or too little stress is bad. Too much stress is detrimental. We have taken the situation of the students. Okay, too little stress. Okay, I'll see it later. I'll see it later. There are so many days. Maybe at the fag end, I have all the books. Maybe I have all the notes. So procrastination. Okay, life would be boring and so on. An absence of stress, that is zero level of stress, is an indication of death because a person is not concerned, he is not alive, he is not planning and doing anything. He is just doing whatever comes to him, and that is the meaning of indication of death. In other words, okay, without stress, life is boring and that is stressful. So all of us should have little stress. We have concern for our family members, maybe wife, maybe husband. Okay, so we are concerned for their welfare. So many times maybe birthdays or maybe their education. So you may bring gifts, maybe books, or take them to a movie. So this is a stress, but not to the other level of the bell shape where it is creating anything negative. Right now, when you take somebody to a movie, your family members to a movie, they all enjoy it. It is thrilling. So stress is good at this particular time. Okay, friends. Now, time for another small activity. Now, all of you have a blank paper. I have told you that you have got a blank paper. Fine. So, please hold a blank paper, and all of you have a pen also. So, mark a circle over here as shown. Okay, mark a circle over here and uh, just blacken it. Okay, many of you may have black pens, so your circle would be black. But those of you who have blue pens or red pens, imagine that your pen is black. Please don't be in stress that you have blue pens or red pens. Okay, so you make it You make a circle like this. Okay. I'm giving you just 20 seconds to do this particular activity. Okay. Please, all of you, all of you, this would be required later. You can see me along with the paper. What you see more, my face or the paper? Okay. No, no, I'm not asking. I'm not asking. I'm not asking anything. Paper is visible. Am I visible? Am I visible? Okay,
No, sir, only paper is visible.
okay. I'm not visible. Okay. Now, now,
Yes, sir, visible.
fine, fine. Now, I want this in your paper. I know I'm putting my paper down. I'm putting my paper down. I want this in your paper. Okay, okay, okay. So I'll give you another 10 seconds to do that. Okay. So dear friends, okay, okay, okay. Are you ready? Are you ready with the paper done? So, okay, okay. Pir Saab has done already. Okay. Saraswati Madam is already done. Radhika, now, fine, fine. Okay. So that means a lot many people have done this. Now, friends, now comes the question. Okay, let me ask the question first. Okay, yes, okay, okay. Now the question is to everybody. What do you see? What do you see? Please reply on the chat. What do you see? Please reply on the chat. And same, okay. Black circle on white sheet, Radhika Madam says, and you can write the same in your sheet also. Okay, so you can write this over here. Okay, you can black circle, very good. Black circle, Asha ji, yes. Then Mohammad Saab is white paper with black sheet, blue circle. Okay, okay, more white problems. Same means what? I do not know same. Okay, so white paper with black circle. Dr. Usha Raju. Okay, okay, it's going very fast. Moni Madam, white paper. Okay, Shilpa Madam, black circle in white paper. Now, black circle. Dr. R. J. T. Suresh Rao, black circle, whole on a white paper. Okay, right. Suresh Rao saw black circle. Preeti ji, black hot circle. Okay, black hole, black hole. Okay, which black hole in the space? Okay, good. Manjula Madam says black spot. Okay, okay, friends. Okay. Black circle. Okay, again, PS Avesam. Okay. Rekha Madam, small black circle in a big white sheet. Okay, 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 okay. Now, friends, now, another question. When you see this particular thing, okay, when you this particular thing, your first attention goes on what? Another question. You have to reply on chat. As you see this, where does your attention go first? Where does your attention go first? Okay, black circle. Okay, dot, maybe circle dot. Okay, so majority of you are saying black circle or dot, black circle or dot. Okay, okay, nice, 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 very nice. On the dark, Rakhi Madam saying okay. Prema ji is saying okay, circle. Virana ji circle. Okay, circle. So majority. I mean, there would be variations. There would be in that particular model we saw that individuals are different, and that is why individuals have a different capability to manage the stress. Okay, okay, friends. Okay, now generally it happens. Okay, what happens? We see the black side first. It is with majority of the persons. In our life, there are many white portions and black portions. By black portions, I mean to say certain problems, certain difficulties, and white is good things, achievement things, happy things. But by and large, it is the nature of a person to see the black things first, challenges first, difficulty first, tough time first. So that is a normal nature of the man. Second thing which I would like to share, as you see in this paper, somebody says it is a dot, somebody says it is a small circle. So in the whole paper, in the whole canvas of the life, these hurdles or the black portion is literally very small, very insignificant compared to the white portion, compared to the white portion. But it is the human nature, the human mentality to see the dark things of life first. So, second lesson is, dear friends, in our life of every person, there would be challenges, there would be problems, but always think they are literally very small than the entire white portions, which are achievement, happiness, or good things. So concentrate more on the white portion. Have a sense of achievement that my happiness or good times are much more than the small ones. Do you agree with all this? Which do you agree with what I say? I want your answers, please. Priti madam, Moni Patel sir, okay, Radhika madam, okay, okay. So, dear friends, just go through this for a few minutes. Okay, friends. So Satyeshwar sir has liked it, and a very nice comment by Apremesh Avji. According to him, life is how we see it. Yes, sir, I agree with you. And how we can manage with every challenges. Okay, so always focus every day when we wake up. So what have been your achievements? What have been your good things? Okay, what is good for you? So you will find it will be easy for you to manage the dark spots also. Okay. Yes, and Radhika madam has come up with one very good statement. Without black part, the white looks so plain. and this black makes it interesting to see. Yes, I agree that, that this is the view. Okay, so if it would have been entire white, then the white might have lost its charm. A little of black, okay, it increases the importance of the white one. Well said. Okay, Vidusa says stress is a part of the game. Very good. Okay, okay, very nice. Now, even the ECG goes up and down and is the sign of life. Mehaji has said it. Very good. Very nice comments. I am getting it. Okay, okay. Now, dear friends, we move to the next slide. Now, after this, we see. Now, stress is, now we are focusing on the black spots or dots. So all of us would have certain stresses. How to cope with those stresses, it is very, very important. Okay, okay. Now, before I go, Radhika Madam has once again shared, if you have faced difficulties and failures in your life, these words by former chairman of Tata Sons will nothing but inspire you to work harder. He once said, ups and downs in life are very important to keep us going because a straight line, even in an ECG, means that we are not alive. Okay, Yogesh sir, I'll request you to mute yourself. Okay, okay. Yes, I truly agreed with Radhika madam and even Ratan Tata ji. Okay, so now we focus over here, that is behavior in stress conditions. Okay, so fight or flight, remember, there are two strategies. Fight to battle with the stress causing the factor, and flight means to try to escape from stress causing factor. So now you have got two ways, either fight with the stress or maybe flight. Dear friends, you know it's simple. If you have the capability to fight with it, then only accept the challenge. Remember, many people have stated that accept the fight when you are confident of winning it. If you are sure that you are going to lose it, don't accept the challenge. Okay? But if you feel that the problem, the dot is small, I'll once again give you a very good example of writing a research paper. There are only 4 or 5 weeks. It is a deadline for submitting a research paper. You have lot of teaching load. Also, examination time is there. But if you think that maybe 1.5 hours, if I can take in the evening hours at home, I'll be able to do it. If you are confident of doing that, to grab the time, snatch the time, 1.5 hours daily, then you accept it. Share this with your family members. I have a priority. Please spare time for me. Do not create demands in this particular time. Do not create any kind of disturbance. Okay, I need calmness. So if you are willing, then you can accept it. Okay, but if you think it is it is too heavy for you, like maybe I do not know, the coordinator sir is here or not right now in the meeting. If he says yes, so I'll come to know Harish. I'm talking of Harish sir, but okay, we all are friends, so I can. Okay, Harish sir, I've seen you. I've seen you. Okay, okay. Anyway, I think I take the liberty from Harish sir and discuss this particular session. Many a times there are many dark spots or challenges or hurdles which have been imposed by our principal, director, or HOD, or maybe superior. And you know you cannot fight with them. because they are at top position over you. Okay, so in that case you have to just sublime yourself, okay, and do whatever they say. Why? Because if you unnecessarily keep the grudge, oh, these persons, they have risen, now they want these things from me, they want me to teach also, they want the question bank also, they want me the examination also, they want me to hold tech first also, what can I do? So if this kind of grudges if you have, that will be problematic for you. Dear friends, we are all employed. We are working under a salary. We are under different persons. So for the organization, we have to do. So remember, fight and flight, they are the two options with you. Use them judiciously. Don't ever enter to fight situation when you have to be in flight. So I know many persons who are my peers, who are my colleagues, okay, and they are never in stress. Whenever their boss says, do this, they have only one answer, yes, sir. And with so much energy, with so much confidence, that many a times I'm surprised. How the hell he will do it? Okay, I know he can't do it, but with a very smiling face, he will say, yes, sir. So boss is also, then maybe in the afternoon, I ask him, oh, I'll think, yeah, what to do. Okay, I'll think how to do. And somehow I will manage. Maybe because that person, he's doing his job. Okay, he is not procrastinating within his limits. Whatever he can do, he is doing. But he is not having that kind of burden on him that I am an underperformer, I could not do whatever I could, and he's managing his stress. So somehow, if he is not stressful, then he can adequately give time and concern to all the other demands. So right now, we'll see tips to reduce stresses, learn to plan. Very, very important. If you do not plan, everything comes as it is, then it will be really very hectic and problematic for you. So plan your time, schedule your time and resources as well. Recognize and accept limits. If you feel that you are not able to write a book because of time or whatever, please do not accept the challenge. So you accept the limits. I'll suggest you do not take the challenge of writing a book, but whenever you get an opportunity, at least contribute a chapter. Even if you are not able to do that, maybe write a research paper somewhere, store it, and as and when times come in a compilation, you can give it as a chapter in a book. Talk about your problems. This is very, very important. When you share, you reduce the stress. Stress, it is all in your mind. Okay. And when you share with your colleagues, there are two things. Your heaviness becomes less. You have talked to them, you have told them. And secondly, they know what is your problem. So they do not impose further demands on you. Okay. So more stress is not going to come. And thirdly, if they can contribute a little bit, then they would be contributing. So always talk about your stress. At this point of time, I would like to tell you, many a times you might have heard that majority of the people in US, they have lot many stresses, problems, and because of that, psychiatric problems. Why? Because largely they are in isolation. Nuclear family, nobody to talk, nobody to discuss, nor at office, nor at home, no friends. So that is a problem. Okay, so avoid unnecessary competition. Okay, So don't have that feeling that every time I will accept the competition and win. So seldomly, judiciously search those opportunities where you can compete and win and have a sense of achievement. Learn to play a sport. This is also very important. Whenever you are playing a game or a sport, that relieves your stresses drastically. Also, your hobbies, so maybe you're singing or painting, or if you have cycling, so those kind of things. Okay, and decide to be positive. Friends, you have seen the black and portion and the white portion. So always be in the white portion. See more positive, more of positivity. Love yourself more than anybody else. That means you should love yourself and love your well-being. So you want to yourself to be happy. You want your stress to be controlled, confined. Okay, and very important is exercise. Okay, so you should be exercising daily or at least 4 to 5 times a week for at least half an hour. We'll see something more than that. And change your surroundings. So change your surrounding means maybe you're sitting or maybe your calendar or a photograph, no, a painting. So whenever there is a change, so boredom reduces. So this is also very important. So the message is straight, stop stressing and start living. So you only start living when you stop your stresses. Now, my dear friends, few things on occupational stresses. So I've discussed lot many in my deliberation, but stressors that particularly affect women. You had a session on women, but I took this particular slide. They are career blocks, sexual harassment. I find so many women also here, so I have included this particular slide. Male dominated climate, performance pressure, gender stereotyping, isolation, and lack of role models. So I have listed this because you should know. First, you should know what is the origin of your stress. And over a period of time, by the fight or flight or other things which I am going to share further, you should reduce these occupational stresses. But for male and female, both for everybody, and for teachers specifically, I'll tell you there's a phenomenon of burnout. Remember, it's very, very important. And let me tell you, at least 70 to 80% of us might be in this particular situation. Adverse stress reaction to work with psychological, physiological, and behavioral components has a burnout. The name is clear. We get burned like a charcoal. है ना? We are not alive. We are burned. And what are the symptoms? Diminished sense of humor. Maybe the person now is not so humorous as he was. He cannot crack jokes. Skipping rest and meals. Okay, so maybe I have a lot of work. I will skip my meal. So again, burnout. Then increased overtime and no vacation will carry work to home. All those persons who carry work to home, let me tell you, they are a lot more stressed out. So please finish your work in time and do not carry at home and have vacations and enjoy life. Increased physical complaints. Okay, so I told you headache and all those kind of things. Then social withdrawal. Maybe he will not be there in the meetings or gatherings or tea club. So he will try to get away from all those things. Then change job performance. So earlier the performance was good, but now it is diminishing at a faster rate. Others think remaining the same. And there are internal changes in maybe physiology, and he may have certain medical problems also. So, dear friends, you see a person, the functional stress on one side are the causes of stresses, personality types, organizational culture, management behavior, that means superior, and so on, work performed, and human relations. And the stress management techniques are time management, relaxation, nutrition, exercise, positive thinking, and supporting network. Very, very important. Your friends or your peers, which are going to help you. So you see, a person has to have a balance between the two for getting out of this burnout or not to have burnout. You should apply these stress management techniques. Now, there are few job stressors. Money is very important. On the chat, I would like to know the name of the person who has got abundant money and he does not want more money. Do I have anyone? I, Can I have anyone who says that he has got a lot of money? No, no. I want your name. I want you to say that I have a lot of money and I don't want. Okay, okay, okay. So everybody, whatever money we have, it is always less. So that is the message. That is the message. Okay. So so money should not be a stressor for you. Okay. Even Bill Gates, I think Radhika Madam or somebody had replied, okay, Bill Gates. So even Bill Gates would work more and more to get more money. Okay, anybody, any businessman for that matter. Now, health and safety hazards, they are very important. So, therefore, your health should be a top priority. If you are healthy, there would be no hazards and stress would be more. Then work environment should be good. Always have good relations with your peers. Maybe once in a week, carry something for your peers, okay, and even your subordinates. Maybe a toffee or maybe something, biscuits cooked at home, okay, whatever. So when you give, then you will find some relationship starts. Always praise your other friends. Maybe his or her dress. Be particular about the woman, but anyway, good intentions. Then it's okay. So praise their work, appreciate their work. So that is you create work environment. Whenever they have done good work, praise them and praise them in front of others. Then that insufficient training. So that means whenever you are taking a new subject, okay, whenever you are taking a new subject, so prepare well, consult books, websites, videos, senior teachers. So similarly, writing a book, preparing for a project means you are making a project to AICT or some certain body, okay, then you will find that you should have certain training before doing that. Then job security, okay, so for job security, I have another slide, we'll talk on that. Then a family adjustment or partner's career, that is also important, okay. So give time on that, and whatever it may be, do not have much stress. And violence is again a problem, so try to avoid it, and if it is there, fine. The slide on job security. The only job security in the world is to be more talented tomorrow than you are today. So, my dear friends, if you continue learning, if you continue new things, what is expected of you? Don't learn those things which is not a part of a job profile. So identify what is going to matter more in your job. As you rise in your career, as you rise in your career, what more things you are demanded of, and learn those things. Okay. Then, friends, please. Okay, friends. So you saw those 10 tips. Okay. And very important is a smile. So keep smiling. It increases your face value. So it's a very important line. Keep smiling. And many a times that smile is a faked one. So even then, the faked smile also works to reduce the stress. Okay, natural, fine. But if it is not natural, I'll request you to fake it. Second very important thing is sense of gratitude. Dear friends, we may not have all those things, but have a sense of gratitude for whatever we have. And that is more important. When you have this sense of gratitude, you will find things grow more and more, and you get more and more. Then, very, very important, my dear friend, is the right posture. The right posture you might have seen in this slide. I mean to say that your backbone should be in the right position. It should not be on the left or right. So your sitting is very important because it controls many things. And in this posture, again, because this is teaching community, so I would like to stress upon out of the 6 hours you spend in the office, actually not more than 2 hours you should sit in chair. For the next 4 hours, the remaining 4 hours, you should be standing. So might be whenever you are in the class, naturally you stand, I know, but when there are vacations or you don't have a class, please, after every 1 hour or 1 hour 15 minutes, have a break and walk for 100 meters and come. In Japan, you will be surprised to know many of the offices, I'm not talking of only teachers, but many of the offices, they have removed those chairs. They have removed their chairs and their tabletop is as high so they can work comfortably when they are standing. So in just maybe 8 hours, they may sit on a bench or some other place for only 15 to 20 minutes. That is very good for our health and body. Then, friends, very important is here in this slide, you have they have told about breath. So, breath control. Also, I'm linking it to meditation. Mohammed sir and many of you have been telling in your chats meditation, meditation. So, we know about meditation because in our Indian ethos, it has been we call it meditation. But the Western world call it breath control. So, when you are controlling your breath, that means a slow and deep breath along with concentration on your breath. So that is there are many kinds of meditation. I'll not go right now, but you can choose any kind of meditation. Please try to meditate. Interestingly, all the scientists, inventors of the world, this world, they may belong to any country, any place, they all meditate. Okay, they increase meditation, increase their performance drastically. Radhika madam has says yoga, yes, yoga or exercise, whatever it may be. So, my dear friends, there are many ample of ways of reducing stress, but I gave you the most important 10 which you can start, and then I know you all are learned persons. You can first concentrate on these 10 things and then increase gradually. So here, my dear friends, I thank you for a very patient and attentive hearing. I was thrilled with your responses. Even we could share, and that was we could share things, and I learned a lot. So I take this opportunity to thank Hari sir for giving an opportunity to interact with you once again. Dear friends, on the bottom of my heart, I thank each one of you. Now, my session is open if you have anything more in the pipeline. Harisha sir, over to you.
Thanks, sir. I'm so happy that firstly you have accepted my invitation and for delivering this wonderful session. And I want to thank our participants for making this more interactive. And dear participants, you are open to ask question to sir. You can interact with him there, please.
Yes, so I have a question. Okay, uh, just a minute. Vidu Gaur ji is asking, what is locus of stresses? Is it in mind? Is it in or intellect? Can't a little study of Gita make us free of stresses? Okay, okay. Am I audible? Yeah, okay. So, Vidu madam, thank you for that wonderful question. See, there are many kind of stresses. So you say, what is locus of stresses? Is it mind or intellect? Uh, Before going to that, I will say that the locus, okay, or the starting point, okay, of the stress could be within or outside. So we should understand. So within we can control. Within we can control. We should concentrate of controlling all those things. But many a times we are not able to control the outward things. So therefore we talk of fight and flight. Okay. So if you can fight, fine. Otherwise, flight. But then coming now to your question, is it mind or intellect? Uh, Vidu, madam, can I know your area of specialization? You belong to which branch, and what is your what are the subjects? Okay, so by that time. Now the mind is only the medium to reach to the intellect. Remember that, okay? When we talk of intellect, so your conscious mind going in the right direction would lead you to the intellect. So you cannot say mind is a different thing, intellect is a different thing. If the mind is perfect, it is thinking rightly, then right thinking, your right mind leads you to the intellect. And then you say, can't a little study of Gita make us free of stresses? Definitely, madam. Gita, no doubt, is a great reliever of stress because you have rightly said the Gita will strike your intellect. Okay, then you come to know by reading Gita, you come to know that you have to perform. Your duty is to only perform and leave the results to the Almighty. Okay, so I mean, that may be Lord Krishna or maybe anybody else in different religion. So you are only performing and performing to your best. That is important. Performing to your best and leave everything. Yes, so definitely Gita, reading of Gita and understanding it, and not only reading, but when I say reading, that means imbibing Gita's philosophy to your intellect will definitely. Thank you, Vidu madam, for your advice. Yes. Then, do we have any more questions? Okay. Aprame sir has shared, sir, being human, we are only programmed to face challenges in day-to-day activities. But okay, thank you, sir. I accept. Okay, for all those good words. Okay, okay. Thank you for participating. Hari sir, I think there is no other question. I can't see it at least.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir, for an insightful session on stress management. Uh, I want to thank you on behalf of Government Polytechnic Harnali and on behalf of all the participants. Sincere thanks to you, sir. And dear participants, we will have today, sir, for one more session, that is tomorrow in the morning. The topic that will be delivered by today, sir, is fundamentals of high performance teams. Uh, Sir, thanks for your valuable time and sharing your knowledge and experience with us. I think everyone felt happy the way it went on. It was a very interactive session. So for everything is going well, and I'm happy for that. And thanks for your valuable time, sir.
Thank you very much. Okay, bye.
Bye, sir. And dear participants, thanks for your active participation and have a nice lunch. Let us back at 2:30 sharp. Thank you, Ananda.